Hi, I'm Malcolm D. Lee, writer, director, author, filmmaker, parent of a soon-to-be Morehouse man, and this year's Candle Award recipient for Arts and Entertainment. My career is a very interesting one, and I think it does trace back to Morehouse and to my family. Between my Uncle Willie, who was Spike's dad, who went there, my cousin Spike, had his early years at Morehouse, where he got the spark, to become a filmmaker. And then he lived in my parents' basement, and that spark was passed on to me. I will also say that my cousin Donald P. Stone was a large influence and one of the first writers in the family in the Lee constellation. Prior to him, it was my great grandfather who wrote a book and built a school in Snow Hill, Alabama, rural Alabama, to teach rural Black children. And education was always very paramount, very important in my family. So Donald P. Stone was an author as well. He wrote Fallen Prince about my great grandfather. And, I've come up to this time now, besides making 11 movies and writing numerous screenplays, producing films and television, to now writing my first novel as well this past year, based on my IP, The Best Man. And it's been an incredible journey. And I think, a lot of the roots are certainly at HBCUs like Morehouse. My creative process, I can't say it's one thing. It has evolved over the years. Anything can inspire a good idea and inspire me to make a movie or to write a script or write a novel. I'm a storyteller at heart. I've always been that way. I think, someone gives me an idea and I kind of just, start, okay, let me just build on that. And that's always been the process. I think, now it's a little bit more refined where let's say I'm writing a script, I will first, get my exercise, get a good night's sleep, then exercise, meditate, have, a little bit of, food fuel, and then, start to do a little brain dump and start to just throw out the ideas that I've, not even ideas, it's just stuff that I've been thinking about. Let's put it on paper before I start to start building the narrative that I'm going to start to make. And I mean, that's, the ideal situation. It doesn't always happen like that. And there's a lot of distractions out there. But the idea is to be focused, and to really get something down. You cannot be afraid. And I have to learn this. And I've told this to numerous aspiring filmmakers, and artists and authors. You cannot be afraid to write the bad draft. You are going to write a bad draft. The best thing to do is to get it done and rewrite it, because all writing is rewriting. Just because you get to the end of something, you read it and you say, oh, this is terrible. It might be terrible, but there might be a kernel of something there that says, oh, here's where I began this in the first place, and now I can keep going. So you may throw out 90% of it, but 10% is good. Build on that. I am a graduate of Georgetown University, a proud graduate of Georgetown University. It's interesting because my parents told me that I had to go to an HBCU. My dad went to an HBCU. He went to Xavier. My brothers and sisters went to HBCUs. They thought that was my destiny. And, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to, as I said, those other schools I didn't felt knew me the way some of these PWIs did on the application process. And, for as many people that were in my family that went to Morehouse, I didn't understand the hype. I did not get the house, right? I didn't understand. I was like, okay, like cool, whatever. But what I noticed about any HBCU grad, particularly Morehouse, they ride for their school. They are proud to be there. They are held accountable for one another. When I came to the orientation weekend, I thought it was extremely special. And I finally said, That's what all the hype is. That's what Spike's talking about. That's what my Uncle Len was talking about. That's what my cousin Stone was talking about. These are the things that, like, my late cousin Quasi, they were just proud Morehouse men. And when I saw my son's orientation 4 years ago, I was just like blown away just by the brotherhood and the camaraderie and the accountability that everyone was having for one another. You know, it was never my path to come to Morehouse. I did not want to be known as Kenyatta Lee's brother. I didn't want to be known as Spike Lee's cousin. But I'm very proud to be Lennox Lee's dad. Young Malcolm, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. You're going to hear no a lot. You are going to meet a wonderful woman. You are going to get married and have kids, and you're going to start your career when you are supposed to, not before. You're going to have a lot of bumps along the road, peaks and valleys, but you just got to ride it and make sure that you take advantage of each and every opportunity. And sometimes make things happen for yourself. Don't just wait for things to happen. But at the same time, be patient. Be patient and persevere.